everyone.
Okay, all right.
Hi! Welcome to another episode of The Forsaken. Let me get some music going here. Well, not quite the mood I was setting. Damn it, thank you. I appreciate it.
Is that the theme to Doug? Oh, I thought it was the theme to Doug.
Oh no. Someone help me. Get me out. Cookie, hi. Yeah. Welcome to another episode of The Forsaken. This is episode 101. We had episode 100 last week. So we're 100 weeks old. Well, actually more because there have been weeks that we haven't had it. But yeah, super exciting.
It's 3 weeks.
100 stream. Yeah.
We made it to June.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh, thank you, Cookie, for the hydrate. If anyone needs to hydrate. Oh, he said Dan looks dehydrated. Alright, so I will start out. And welcome, viewers. We're glad to have you. We're having a giveaway tonight. Probably around when we come back from break, I would say. Seems to be a good time. Or did you have it before we stopped the In Extremis session? You did, didn't you, Dan?
I ran it at the very end.
Okay.
But do it whatever way you like, Steph.
It doesn't matter.
You gotta stick around.
I don't. I'll take a look at viewers after break and see if we have a good number, and if not, then I'll take the chance.
Then she keeps it for herself.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh no.
Nepotism.
Oh, looky here, I won again.
But yeah, so either after break or at the end of the
Everything's
episode,
coming up, Steph.
eucalyptus. We will do the drawing either after break or before the episode ends. So if you haven't, we have a cookie, please. We have a tweet that tells about the giveaway. So be sure to share that out if you have not. Oh, thank you so much, Danny, for the hype. We definitely appreciate the 1,000 bits. So nice of you. Thank you so much. So nice.
For your consideration too, if you're a viewer and you have like Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah.
So you get a second option in.
That's right. That's right. Or if you really want to be, we have the Patreon as well. If you want to be a superstar. Yeah. So let's Exactly. Yeah. I don't have a written out summary, but I'm going to do my best to summarize off the cuff this evening. So last week, I think we started the episode, our 100th episode, with the group finding our little fairy friend there, finding our fairy friend Igard. Right off of the a few, I think it was like 30 feet away from the ship, they were able to pull him up onto the ship, talk to them a bit. They seemed very, very disoriented, very emancipated. They hadn't. Is that the word? That's the emaciated. Emancipated is something completely different.
I mean,
so
I guess
sorry.
She was emancipated from the.
She's being consistent because she did it last time.
Oh!
She did.
Michelle, you should have said something.
I can't. I'm the only one who can't tell you.
Okay. All right. So I
These
know
ones are old enough for Kutsi.
I was raised in a
I'm just gonna wait
holler.
and
Okay,
see.
you can't expect too much of me. So
We expect everything from
The
you.
emaciation.
You're the
proclamation.
best.
So our fairy
Emaciated.
friend, Igard, was very emaciated. Hadn't eaten in a while. Seemed very tired, very weak. But the group pulled together. Kazil started asking him questions pretty much immediately. But very good questions, asking them about, why they were there, how they got there, that sort of thing. But the group took it upon themselves to kind of, bring him downstairs, especially Kazil, and to kind of nurse them back down. They had a wonderful dinner, I think. We always had some food because it was pretty late, but it was a little late dinner, we'll say. Everyone chatted at the table, got a little drunk. The storm was still going outside, but it wasn't as bad as it had been. Danny. The storm. I will give a character a Scottish accent for you, Danny, here in a bit. The storm was still going outside, so you still had some rain, some distant thunder. But it had gotten very late by the end of dinner. Kazil offered Igard a massage, a private massage for the most part, I think. I think it happened. Yeah, it happened in their room. It happened in Igard's room, or an extra room that they had on the ship, on Magdalene's ship. Everyone else got a little tipsy. Juniper headed topside. Gerbil had a drink with Zavar before heading to the top deck himself. Had a very sweet talk with Junie. Both of them shared a beautiful moment, but
Short.
it's a slow burn. It's a slow burn, y'all. And they parted ways for the night. Zavar, on the other hand, tried to get some action by asking a couple people. Did not work. And then tried to go to his room, which, being as many drinks in as he was a bit difficult. Couldn't find a way. I went into a couple people's rooms. Went into Rhaenyra's room first, then went into Tegan's room. Tegan had the slip on him, and so I think Zavar, you fell asleep out in the hallway, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Ingit's still on board. I think that she just went to her room after signing up for a massage with Kazil, possibly the night after. Yeah. I think that's it.
I saw that Kazil.
I'm just being an idiot. Yeah.
So much.
All right. So, let me put this down. Let's see. Cards night with Kazil changed his accent. Yes. Absolutely. All right. All right. For a second, I didn't think the music was going through, but it is. We're all good. All right. So, I forgot. We ended the night with after everyone was asleep, with a very interesting dream. Or was it a nightmare?
I completely forgot.
Yeah.
The most important part of the episode. I think we all forgot about.
Thank you so much for the
That's
raid,
correct.
Sword Thief. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Sword.
Yeah, so you ended the night with the dream. Just to give you a small recap, it started off, you were all, the scenery, I think, continuously changed. You were in a field at one point, you were on a boat at one point, you were, in kind of different places that you had been in so far in your journey. It just kept almost like rotating through these in succession. And as you stood there, you all could see each other, but you couldn't move, and you couldn't react or say anything. You get to, you started hearing chanting that you couldn't discern at first, that kept getting louder and louder until you could kind of make out the low mumble as it kept getting louder, saying, awaken, awaken, awaken. And it kept getting louder and louder until it just kind of filled your head. You then, I think, and correct me if I missed something here, because I have it written down, but anyways, you saw stars kind of arise, like shoot up into the sky. Before the sky had been completely black, void. Stars shoot up into the sky, and then a strong wind started blowing. Almost, if you could move, if you weren't frozen in place or felt frozen in place, you would probably have lost your balance and maybe have been knocked to the ground. Like, it was that strong. The chanting continued as all of this was happening, just banging in your head, and almost kind of at this point out of voices, out of sync. So it was just consistent. Awaken, 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 awaken. And then a light. The horizon was completely, no matter what, like as I said, it kept rotating through these different places. No matter what place you were in, the horizon was completely blank. Like, there weren't any mountains in the distance. There weren't any cities or towns, or sea, just continuing on forever. After all of this happens, you see a light appear in the horizon, and the chanting stops immediately. The stars fall immediately, and the wind stops. And then you woke up. I don't think that I missed anything. I think that was all that happened. But
Mortal Kombat.
all right, so
Dun, dun, dun,
inspiration.
dun, dun.
Did everyone put their inspiration in chat here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Aw.
Yes. Okay. I think it goes to Juniper, because it was an 8.
Go,
All right.
Junie.
Woo.
All right. So everyone awakens. It is just at dawn when all of you awaken simultaneously from this dream. I'll go around, see what each of you want to do. You each have like a small, I would say where your rooms are located. You would each have like a small window that looks out just above the sea, the sea level. It has an interesting lock on it that seems to keep it pretty tight. If like like with the storm that you passed the evening before, you still hear kind of distant rolls of thunder. The window is closed tight, but you could open it and look out. But it feels like you've had your sleep for the night. I don't think any of you would have not have gotten your full 8 hours, or could get your full 8 hours. So, for those that needed full 8 hours, I mean. All right, so we'll start with Tegan. So you wake up from this nightmare. Now you had, so we'll say this is, of course, after the Zavar incident, and you've had your meditation time.
Yeah, I'll head for the galley, I guess, the mess, and see what's cooking, so to speak.
Okay. Would let's see, because you need 8 hours, right?
I do.
Okay, so you'd be waking up around the same time as Kazeel, so probably nothing would be cooking right yet. You would see some refreshments and stuff on the table, probably on probably the main table. Just some water, and maybe a couple of juices or something, along with maybe some bread, just in case someone had like a late night snack. And you would probably, no, because the servants would have gotten the dishes from the night before. So, you would probably, at the same time walking out to the galley, probably run into... Savar, you were out in the galley with someone else, right? Sleeping?
Yeah, gerbil.
Gerbil. Okay.
Mhm.
So
I mean, the
Tegan,
hallway,
so you go out into the galley around the same time. I would say that Gerbil and Zavar are waking up. They're both slumped, kind of against a wall. There in that
We all woke
area.
up from the nightmare, right?
Right. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys sleep well? I know I didn't.
No. Jerbel, did anything happen to you? I just had
Never
a
dreamed
very
again.
disturbing dream. Didn't feel right. Did
So did I.
come again?
Is it? So I sort of died. We were all together, and there was stars, and then chanting and
Yeah.
creepiness. Oh.
And the chanting, the awaken.
Yeah. I don't know if they were chanting at us to awaken or chanting at you know who.
I had a very disturbing sense that it was the you know who that you are referring to while I was in my dream. It was very disturbing. I'm afraid that something may have happened, something that we've definitely hooped against.
Gerbil's gonna get up, hungover, from his half a margarita in a teacup. And he's just
I
gonna
haven't
go
cared
over
for that.
to Renarius's door and just like listen.
Oh. Wow.
Oh. Well. Okay. Renarius, what are you doing when you wake up from this nightmare?
Do I feel rested?
Yeah, you
know-
feel rested. They're very, probably a little disturbed, but yeah, you feel rested.
I will, I guess, sit up in bed and try and contemplate everything I just experienced. And after a few minutes, I'll probably get up and head to the mess hall or wherever the common meeting place is.
Okay. I would say that you probably open your door about the time that Dribble is leaning in.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Oh, good morning, Gerbil. Was there something you needed?
No, just was making sure you were, awake. Squint. The word awake.
Are we? Is something the matter? Am I needed for something? Did I oversleep?
Did you have a weird dream last night? Because we all had weird dreams.
Yes, I did, as I often do. Did you have a dream as well?
Yeah, me, Zvar, Tegan, we all had the same weird dream where we were on a plane, stars were doing things, chanting,
There's
waking.
chanting and.
Yeah,
Oh, dear.
yeah. So we're just, you good?
I'm
good?
I'm good. Yes. Are you good?
I don't. I'm hungover.
If you're
and
good,
I'm not
then
used to it.
I think that I'm good.
Good. Gerbil's gonna go to the mess and just drink something. Just
I'm gonna follow.
not alcohol. He's just
Okay.
gonna try to brew some tea or something.
Juniper, what are you doing when you wake up from this nightmare?
Oh, well, I'm sure I can hear the boys outside
Sure.
the door commiserating about their dreams.
Dan?
Did you just... damn it. Distraction. Junie forgot what she was gonna say. Yeah, so she's just, overhearing everybody. And I think she'll stay in her room a little bit longer and just look out the window. Do you remember how long Mags Dylan said it would be until we got to land? A day and a half?
I'll say, yeah. I think, yeah, she said probably another day and a half around that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna stay in her room and let the commotion in the mess hall pass and see what's
Sure.
left over after that.
Understandable. All right. So Kazeel, I'm assuming that you wake up. Would I mean like so? I mean, you know, since Igard was there, would he still be there in the morning?
Yeah, if you recall.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yep. I remember. Okay. Yep. Okay. So after you're done.
Well, yeah, I'll get up. I'll put on my kimono and glasses on. Well, I think we're going to get some coffee. Would you like any?
Yeah. Seems a little lost in thought. I think I might kind of lay here for a bit longer, and I'll be out. Oh.
That was cheap. Everything alright?
Yeah, it's just, it's been a rough time, you know? You've been really kind. Thank you. It was good. It's great.
Would you like me to bring? I'll bring the coffee back here then, but then I'll have to get like grown fond of making meals throughout the day, so I think I'm gonna get that set for everyone.
Understandable. I think I just need some coffee, and it's appreciative, and then maybe I can join for some breakfast too. And
Hand down the arm to the hand. Oh, a back of coffee, and then I hope you'll join us for breakfast. Anything in life, in particular?
Just whatever you think is best. I'll take whatever you. What do you excel at?
Understood.
He'll kind of gently grab your arm as you're about to leave. Thank you again, Kazeel.
Hey. Lovely wings, say as I turn my back to head out of the room. Take care of them. If they ache again, let me know.
Will do. He'll kind of call out back after you.
I'll get some coffee and then I'll go to start making food.
Okay. He'll take the coffee and kind of sip it and just say that he'll be out in just a couple of minutes, and then after you start cooking, it'll be like probably like 5 minutes when everyone would see him come out of the room, dressed in the clothes that he of course, you know, was when you found him in the boat, and yeah, Wings looking better than ever. Slight smile on his face as he sits down to breakfast.
Say good morning to everyone at the table.
Okay.
Morning, everyone.
Everyone's together now.
Oh, do you need a morning drink to help you get over last night's drink?
I mean, I've been having a sip to try to clear my head. But if you've got
That's the
something that works
setup.
better, I'll take what you got.
Right.
Especially from what I woke up to. Oh boy.
Oh, what's that?
Not the same
mean, I'll
thing
look
your
around and
guys
see.
woke up to.
Gerbo, yeah. Is Gerbo giving you a dirty look?
Yeah,
No.
like
No,
Some
Gerbil
of us
stared
would be-
at Kazeel and his chipper attitude after we all had this like weird communal nightmare. Of
Yeah.
confusion. He's still
Nice,
hungry.
nice.
So he's just
Good
like,
morning, everyone.
is it just our group or did Magdalene and is
Magdalene will. You would have saw her probably as y'all were talking, kind of come out of her room really quickly and just kind of go directly upstairs, not really looking at any of you, to the top deck. But as you sit down to breakfast, she'll kind of come back downstairs and very quietly, almost very un-Magdalene-like, kind of sit down and just kind of like start getting some food, very, very quietly.
if I were to like lean into the group, would that kind of keep it kind of confident for the moment?
Not really. It's kind of an open table, so
It's all together.
yeah.
I just picture like you lead in, and like Egar and Magdalene all just
Yeah.
Yeah.
just lean into it, like,
Yeah.
what are we
Are we
doing?
doing?
Well, all right.
Are we
So
doing nothing?
I would say Inget would probably
Yeah.
like burst open her bedroom door about now, be like, and like come over to the table, like eyes half closed, and sit down and like reach for some coffee.
Oh, I've rushed it over. I know. what you
Okay,
mean.
okay.
well,
Thank
as
you,
everyone's like
Kazeel.
jumping around, like there's no privacy. So, Kazeel, have any interesting dreams lately?
I had a doozy last night, but there was this one. You were there and Pixton, and we could all change into different creatures. And that's you don't want to hear about it.
Mm.
Oh, sorry. Hey, plenty of dreams. A dream where God sneezes at me. Bless you, Lily.
Any with a with some stars, or perhaps some chanting, just as a random question.
Ma-
Look around.
Inget's just like shoveling food in her mouth, just like drinking the coffee, still like half asleep. Magdalene will probably kind of stop eating and kind of look up at you, Zavar. What kind of dream did you say that you had?
Well, there was stars that were doing interesting things. We were there, and there was chanting until we awakened. Does that sound familiar to you? For some strange random reason?
And you and you all had this dream?
I feel silly, specifically, but yeah, that is what we're starting to discover. I had this, Gerbil mentioned it, Tegan, Renarius, and you as well.
To be fair, this sort of happens often.
Oh, shared a dream? This is the
Does?
first for me.
I thought we've had shared dreams on more than one occasion.
I think
Oh.
it was before
Okay.
Zavar. Interesting.
Is everything? You seemed a little concerned when you came back from on deck. Is everything all right up there?
No, yeah, the deck's fine. It's still raining, still a little stormy. I think that we might get some worse weather later. I think, but yeah, I had the same dream.
That's
Do
different.
do we remember seeing Magdalene in the dream, or did we just remember seeing our party?
I would say that that was a fault on my part. You would have seen, along with the people in your party, there were also other figures there that you couldn't quite make out. About probably 5 more, I think. But they were kind of just
So-
like swathed in darkness because it was, dark in a lot of the, nighttime.
So Magdalene is mentioning that she had that too. Is Ingot still hanging out right by us and not
Ingot's,
responding
yeah.
to this?
Ingot's just eating and drinking coffee. Still half asleep.
Okay.
And
Uh,
the guards here too.
Yeah, a guard came to the table. He's just eating, kind of looking, almost like watching a tennis match, just kind of like looking from one person to the other as they talk, and just like as he's like taking a bite, like listening intently.
Juniper, did you have the same as well?
Oh, Juniper,
my
what did you
mistake.
do? I thought you said you went out to the I thought you said you went out to the galley.
After everyone
Sorry.
was gone. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
I can wander out. And Zavar can immediately ask her a question as soon as
Sure.
she comes in the
Okay.
door.
Okay.
Ha 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 ha.
She just is gonna grab coffee first and then I'm sorry, what are you asking me? She just looks at Gerbil for a moment and back to Zavar.
Did you have a dream that included us with stars and
Oh.
chanting of awakening? That is the short version of what some of us have all shared. Did you as well?
Really sort of hoped that was just my dream. But,
Indeed.
what was in that margarita? Yeah,
Love. Love
Yeah.
is a secret ingredient.
yeah, yeah. She's
Ah,
going
yeah.
to
We'll just points at.
yeah. Point at Zavar. Point at Zavar. Pointing Kazio. I don't know.
Spider-Man meme.
I thought, I never thought I would say this, but I'm ready to get off this ship. But hopefully just one more night, maybe no more nightmares. This coffee's really good though. I could stay with this coffee. Yeah. She'll just find an empty seat and sit down. Gerbil, do you need coffee? You're looking a little wilted.
Yes.
Okay. She'll look at Kazil.
Is there love in this?
Tegan will sort of take interest in the fact that Magdalene had the same dream and sort of the slow realization, I guess, that there were others in our dream. And Magdalene, what do you know of your ancestors?
I know something of them. What do you? You know, I mean, your typical stuff, I guess.
We all thought our ancestors were typical as well. Don't mind me asking, what's your family name?
One second. Give
Yeah,
Stephanie
pulls up a
one.
random name
Give
generator.
Stephanie
Oh, no.
1 second.
So we find out that her and Ren and Gimbal, they've all been
well,
related this entire time.
yeah.
Oh no.
I usually use the surname Rockadil.
You can all sort of look up
Rockadoo.
at that.
Oh,
what I
Dan,
heard.
please!
That's what I heard.
You just
I'm
made
sorry, I'm so sorry.
you just made my night.
Yep.
Sorry.
It's very interesting. Take a second. He's going to wait for another moment to discuss that with the others.
And Tegan says it's very interesting because if Tegan says something is interesting, because he'll tune again.
So, what did? Oh, thank you for the raid, 1Geek411. Appreciate you. Thank you. What did Did what happened in the dream mean anything to any of you? Should kind of look around at each of you.
You know what it reminds me of? Just a wee bit. Is that terrible prophecy we found? That the lad found? About things, cities falling and stars up rising, and do we still have that? Who has that? It was written down.
Wait, what
He'll
prophecy?
scramble for his backpack.
Yo,
It was
the
crumpled up.
list?
I think it was I
I don't know if it was a prophecy or if it was just like a list. I don't.
Oh, number 6. He'll look at his list.
oh
The stars will wake up as one ascends.
I don't like that we're on number 6. How many are there in total again?
I mean,
9?
Oh no, that
I mean, we haven't exactly been keeping track.
no. Well, what are
Has
the
this
others?
been-
Let's go. Oh, go ahead. It's about. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just thought that it might be prudent to read through 1 through 6 and see if we can sort of check them off and get a better idea of where things are headed. But we can do that after, please. What's your thought, friend? Here's your.
I just tried.
your energy.
Actually, I was trying to remember if we've talked about this prophecy since Zavar has joined. I can't remember.
I think
I don't know if we.
we might have talked about it.
'Cause
Back when
I
we
don't
had our
remember
big
hearing about this
torchlight
before.
meeting.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe I've talked about it in the post show before. I know I've talked about it a bit.
Okay, well, I think then Zavar is basically going to be. I hate to be a bother, friends. I feel like this is another fairly important thing that you're all involved in that I haven't heard about for a while. Could you tell me more about this prophecy?
I mean, again, it was. I mean, prophecy is a strong word. It was a crumpled up list we stole from an office.
Way back.
When you put it that way.
One of us is the one who has it, because I think who was the one that
I
found
think.
it?
I think it was
Renarius?
you. I think
Yeah, it
You
was
did
Yeah.
like checks and everything to get it. I was so impressed. Like,
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah. Renarius is the one that like did a bunch of checks and was able to pick it up
Stealth
off of
sleight
the.
hand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So, I mean, I guess we can go through it
yeah,
again.
I'll pull out the list from my bag. It was a crumpled up note, yes. But on it does say list of prophecies. Again, I'm not sure what to make of all this. However,
And you found this where? Magdalene asks.
We found it in the Mages College at Fairweather. One of the lead
Headmaster.
administrators there.
Can I see it?
Of course, here.
She'll
And
kind of
we'll-
take it and just kind of like look at it quietly. She'll kind of just slowly hand it back to you, Renarius, or kind of put it on the table and slide it over to you. So, what does the prophecy mean to your group? This group?
Mhm.
I mean, that lady was weird.
Evil.
Could have just been a poetry slam thing. I don't. Again, I think prophecy's a strong word. I don't like.
Well, what are the things on the list? We can compare it, of course.
Did
to
you want me
things
to
that have
read
happened.
them?
Sure, Magdalene, go.
No,
Let's
not
go on that
Magdalene.
list
No,
now.
Well,
I-
Magdalene will go, and Gerbil, did you
I
want to
can
say
read
them? Okay.
I can read them.
Okay.
He puts on his reading
Sure.
Just he's had him tucked away in his fur this entire time. This is the first time he's read anything in front of you.
Slowly turning into the beast from X-Men.
Yay!
I would
Tuft
love
of
to read
fur that's
this.
hovering up, just kind of.
Okay. Crystals will enslave.
That's happened.
Mages will be chained.
What we saw that.
A high city will fall as others
Oops.
rise.
Wait. That happened.
A bear with a dark heart will raise a sword. Freedom
It's
will
so
suffocate.
I'm sorry, Gerbil, what? What was that? What was that?
Could you say that again? I'm sorry.
Do you need some
Um,
water? Here, we're fresh cup of lemon water for you. There you go. Plenty of it. Oh, wow. What was number 4 again?
A bear with a dark heart will raise a sword.
Oh no.
Must be a grizzly bear. Let's not dwell on it. Freedom will suffocate. The
Okay.
stars will wake up as one ascends.
Shite.
Something is lost while something is found. So that's the most vaguest thing in the world. Akadi will bow? Blow? Okay. Empires will topple and ash will fall. Oh, it's a volcano, not a person.
Oh,
The
hey,
Great
I was-
One stirs, as does their power. It's not
Oh.
very good quality if it's a ball.
No.
So, you seem to be familiar with some of the things that, like, you've read through them before. So, what does the crystals? What is number 1?
It's terrible.
Well,
Ingrid, would you care to
Oh, fuck.
we all awkwardly take a sip of water.
Inga just kind of like stiffens a bit and like takes a slow drink of coffee, looking down at her plate and puts it down. Looks up at you, Renarius. What do you want me to say?
I do apologize. I just know that you have more experience with them than I do. I know I previously had one, but again, my my interaction with them was mild compared to yours.
Inga will kind of like roll up her sleeve and just kind of like lay it on the table with a thump, kind of towards Magdalene. I didn't realize what. So these crystals? Something like it, yes. The the library uses them. Is that what you mean, Rhaenyra? Are you?
Well, yes. Some of what the library has done has been felt in Osbergen as
Right.
well.
I had some put into me in Osbergen as well when I was younger. Yes. It's a thing that they do back in back in Osbergen, that it was something to do with the government. They're wanting to control mages, so there's this whole initiative of putting crystals into mages, and basically it was meant to be, they said, a tracking device of sorts, just to kind of control their power so they won't get out of control. Is that what you wanted, Rhaenyra?
Well, I just wanted whatever insight you might have. Of course.
There you go.
Thank you so much for your sage counsel.
Takes another slow sip of coffee. Yep. Rolls down her sleeve and goes back to eating breakfast.
Gonna bring
There
a
was
little
just like
stack
kicking
of
things out of his
Belgian
paws.
stuff.
Magdalene will be like, oh, okay. So what about the mages thing? About being chained? Inga will like just kind of like slam down her coffee after taking another drink.
You look like you could use some delicious stuffed waffles here, and I'll just get like really tasty food and a bunch of cream.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you wanting me to talk about being chained
No.
and kept up in a floating city?
No. It's
No. Magdalene, there's all the things on the list have come to be. Very unfortunate, but we find ourselves here now.
Wait, all of them have come to be?
One
All of
through
them have
six,
happened?
Not all of them.
I
Oh.
mean,
Maybe not the
We
evil
still-
dead.
Well, who is?
we don't
So,
know what Akadi is.
So what?
We
So
don't know.
what? So what city fell?
Well, I think a couple cities kind of fell. I mean, I think Bornheim technically fell
You
first.
hear Inga just be like, "I'm gonna go and help
but-
Kazeel with these waffles," and just kind of get up.
And I will go. Into the kitchen
listen.
with her.
Well, the
The-
kitchen's
the-
kind of
there-
like in this kind of like open thing, so
Oh,
you can
shit.
easily go into the kitchen
Are-
area, just about
It's-
10
Okay.
feet away.
Yeah.
Magdalene, are you familiar with the city of Bern and Osbergen?
I didn't go to many places that weren't a forest in Osbergen. I think maybe once I ventured into a place called Fairweather. But
Yeah, no, that's fine. Back when we all met, well, a good chunk of us met. The cities around Osbergen had just started uprooted out of the ground and started floating, flying.
that
Mhm.
sounds.
Not many people were really sure as to why. We eventually got onto one of those cities, Bern, trying to locate somebody. And
You hear Inga yell, "It was a great experience."
that's what we that ingot.
Oh. Okay.
And anyways, we found our way into a kind of dungeon of sorts where they had mages chained up in cells, I believe surrounded by crystals, and they're basically using people, using mages to power the city floating. And then once they died, they burned the bodies when they were no longer of use. I mean, that's what we assumed. There was a big kiln.
It's horrible.
We didn't know that's exactly what it was. We just saw people in pain, and so we started to rescue them. Little did we know that by pulling these mages out,
Oh,
the
yeah.
city.
Rin told me about this, or at least this part.
Yeah.
He always felt a little very bad that it happened.
Yeah.
Still weak.
I think it's safe to say none of us have really dealt with it helpfully. uh, but yeah, so it's safe to. I mean, Baron was a very important city, and so the high city will fall as others rise. I mean, but that again, I'm hesitant to believe that's a direct, prophecy, because again, there's lots of cities growing. They all did it in their own ways. We went to the Erebus Empire, where their city was floating by mages, but on a volunteer rotating schedule thing. At Bordheim,
Blood sacrifice.
they tried to fly, and it didn't work, and it kind of, so it wasn't a very good shape when we were there. So
why did they start flying?
I think the official answer was the invasion of Osbergen from an outside source. The Bugbear army. The one Ren went back to go on his family.
Yes.
to check.
Yeah. He said it was your brother, right?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I guess. I mean, he said it was in the crew that he traveled with. He said it was one of their brothers, and so I'm just assuming that's you.
Yeah. My process of elimination, you'd be correct.
I'm sorry. It must be. You went through a lot. All of you have.
To be fair, I thought I killed him years ago, but I obviously didn't do a good job. But I haven't seen him or talked to him since I thought I killed him. But
Do you think
I've
the
heard
library brought him back?
I don't know if he's willingly working for the library or if they're manipulating him. I mean,
So that's the bear with the dark heart, right?
I mean, I can assume, and I've heard from a few sources that he's wielding a massive sword. I think Rinka mentioned something to me about that back when we were dealing with her way back when, and I know Renarius had a dream about him, but did Renarius ever tell Gerbil? I don't remember. I thought Renarius had a dream about him. About like a bugbear figure stabbing you with a sword or something. That was a long time ago. It could be
I
made
don't remember that at all.
Okay. I remember because I was freaking out because I'm like, oh no.
So what? What is the freedom will suffocate then? Mean?
I mean, I think that's. I mean, I mean, the mages in Osbergen being chained wasn't exactly freedom breathing. What's the library's doing here isn't exactly, you know, freedom. I mean, do you think? I mean, libraries kind of taking people. I mean, that's what I mean. I'm just again assuming this is a prophecy. I mean, freedom will something that's very vague. We can all like fill in stuff in our head. I could guess, right?
I do
And
know.
it's been a while since we've been back to Osberg, and we don't know what's going on there.
I mean, of course, I know the Great One. The Akadi, though, you know what that is, right?
No, that's a mystery to us.
I think it might be the Queen of the Air. At least that's what the spelling is. She's the goddess of air and I think speed. Flying creatures.
We I've seen a couple since I've been with you guys.
Couple.
Well,
what?
the dragon dwarven style things, or maybe it was just the one. Could that be what that's referring to? The one that Kazil was speaking with, and then I may have jostled its egg. Or is that something else?
Do you mean
Okay.
the dragon?
Yes. Could that be what it is referring to?
They did not seem eager to give their name.
I mean,
Hey.
the dragon at the Moldlich.
Yes.
No, I don't think that's Akadi.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's a deity of sorts.
Oh, I was thinking too small in sorts.
Yeah, it has a following in some places. I think I've met a couple here in Dimglimt. I mean, there might be someone in the Northern Crown that follows her, but I don't know of anyone specifically.
Is Ingot out of the room?
No, Ingot's like 10 feet away with Kazil,
He's
cooking.
she's like frustrating brewing coffee.
You hear her kind of like, she can pretty much still hear you, so you can hear her like just kind of banging stuff around here and there. In fact, let's segue over to Kazil and Ingot. So you see, Ingot's not really helping you, Kazil, but it was just more of an excuse just to get away from the table. So she's just like, pretty much just to get away, and just so she'll like lift things and like look at stuff and like sit it back down.
I'm gonna give her two things to kind of like potentially consider doing in the kitchen. One is like taste testing these waffles. Like,
Okay.
you know, why don't you help me taste test these? And the other is like tenderizing some stuff for lunch so she can beat the snot out of something and like work some back. You know.
Okay.
It's really tough, so just have at it.
She was all about the taste testing.
Oh, okay.
And that's, in fact, it's probably the most like emotion you've seen out of her. That's really good.
Good.
I used to cook for Greelick. Yeah.
It's lovely.
Yeah, when we were together. Good times, you know?
I'm sure. I know it's not my place to say anything about it, so I'll try, you know. Yes, I know I was careless. I do apologize, and I don't want to beat that into the ground. I was careless. I've lived centuries and centuries up by myself, not interacting with other people. I clearly, very clearly, have no idea how to do it within a success. And I said some terrible things at a terrible time. And for that, I'll always be sorry. That'll be a regret. Just so you know, I'm not looking for you to accept it or say anything, just I needed you to know. And
I
always have.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. 'Cause you
No, please.
may have acted a bit rashly myself, maybe. I'm sorry for stabbing you.
I certainly accept the apology and understand why you did it.
No, it was stupid. You were just talking with your friends and talking with the group, and it was careless, yes. But I was just not. Well, let's face it, I haven't been in a good place since Aaron. So, even when. No. Don't need to talk about that right now.
Just put out there that I'm happy to be here. I found that I'm better at listening than I am speaking. I don't even know what to say to other people, but I'm a pretty good listener. So if at any point you just want to talk about cooking, fond memories you might have, anything else, I'm here. And at the very least I can listen.
You said you, saw her.
Shit, did I see her? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, y'all saw Great. Y'all met up with
Right,
Greylick.
right,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Mhm.
I did. You're so relieved. She looks well.
I'm glad. You are a good listener. And yes, a lot better than you are. Well, I mean, you seem a good talker as well. You just don't think before you talk sometimes. So,
There's no filter there, right?
yeah.
Exactly. Well, I will say though that the stabbing and such did put me on course to practice listening properly, and it helped me in a lot of ways. So if ever at night it bothers you the way that things keep me up at night sometimes, just know that they put me on course for a bunch of better behaviors. So there's the silver lining.
I don't feel that bad. I didn't kill you. So,
Right. And I'm all the stronger, and I'll flex like a weak ass, like a little baseball muscle, like. I did want to ask you about something because it seems pretty pertinent, and I'm going to describe that box and the vision I had of the sim cutting out their heart and everything else. Like I know, because I think she saw that on the beach, but I can't remember if she did or not. So I think that this is the heart of that original sin. I think we're all going to figure out what to do with it, but I imagine destroying it is the best option. Do you have any insight or input into is this as dangerous as it seems? It put me in a trance.
I mean, if this person who did this did it of their own free will, and they were a mage, and it seems, well, from what I've bits that I've heard, a pretty powerful one. You might run into possibly a safeguard in destroying it. I would just be careful about that. Or, I don't know. This could be a reliquary of some sort, you know?
Didn't even think of
So just be careful with carrying it around. I mean, I'm not saying you should just drop it anywhere because it depends. I mean, to elicit as much of a hold as it did on you when you just opened it, I would think that there's probably a lot of angry magic. And angry magic is never good magic, Kazoo.
Well, thank you. I told you that I really appreciate you, not just for your insights, but there's just something about the way that you are. That sort of you don't give a shite about anything sort of responses just crack me up sometimes. Because I know you do. I know you do. But you just snap it out like you don't, and I love it.
Well, I didn't always used to be this, I guess, straightforward. But, well, after Baron and everything that's followed, I've kind of learned that it's better, I think. I wouldn't be lying. I'd be lying if I said there weren't parts of me that I didn't like now. But I do think I have some more strength and more cunning that I used to. So I appreciate the compliment, I guess.
Listen, it's our goal to get you back to 100% yourself. And then, I meant what I said before, if there's anything that I can help, in any way I can help you regain any of those parts you find missing, to yourself or in your life, I'll do all I can.
My dreams have been filled with them finding me. I just hope that I'm not, I don't know, just being a beacon. I'm sorry if anything. Your group's good. I wouldn't want you to suffer necessarily. Seems like you've done enough to yourselves. So.
Aye. Well, we all know what we signed up for too, so please don't you worry about if anything happens to us because you're here, or we worry about the same thing for you and everyone else. So we knew what we're signing up for, and it's important to us to get you somewhere we can heal you up.
Thanks. Nice robe. She'll turn back to start turning back the table.
I'll top off her coffee. That's all I
Okay.
wanted to do. Thank you so much.
All right, so Ingot returns the table.
Mhm.
Sorry for such a long break, but it's okay.
So who is within earshot
So
of
that was
where we're
how
sitting?
me and my brother killed a bear at 5 years old.
Daniel Bone. Shot a bear and some door.
I mean, everyone's pretty much in earshot, Tegan. You're all at the table. This is an open floor concept, except for your bedroom, so...
Okay, so all right. At this point, Tegan's like, this has got to get out anyway. So, Magdalene, you may have more in common with us than you think.
And why is that?
On our way to the island, we found a list of the founders of the library. All of our names, all from our ancestors, were on there, much to our shock. And there was a Rockadil on the list. Do you remember a Helena?
Yes. I do. I don't... I don't guess I've been, I don't guess I've really been completely honest with y'all.
I can understand. You know, the situation we have found ourselves in, you don't know who to trust. You don't know who should know when. Who should know what and when they should know it. So I'm taking a chance. I'm letting you know that we know about the ancestors and what we also know what the library thinks our purpose is.
Well, Helena actually, well, she kind of keeps to herself, that she actually is still alive.
She's still oh.
There's, something. So, I kind of recognized you for who you were when I saw you back in Moldwich.
Oh.
Yeah, there's kind of a prophecy of sorts. Having to do with your group. Well, and I guess kind of me. And anyone else who's in the line of descendants from the originals, the torch thing. Yeah, it's kind of a thing in the Northern Crown. They've kind of been waiting on you.
Well, kind of know what the library thinks we're supposed to do. What does the Northern Crown think we're supposed to do, or want us to do?
You're part of the prophecy, right? I mean,
Yeah,
the
but
library was after you for the same, well,
I'm
kind of.
assuming.
I'm sorry.
And
Go ahead,
the
Tegan.
word in the dream seems to be very relevant to that prophecy. If we had the same dream.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually... I was asking you questions to see what you knew. And you knew a bit more than we've known, but we've been aware of the list for a while. But I mean, there's a different There's a prophecy of. There's a different prophecy of, well, y'all, all of you. I mean, you know, right? That we are kind of the ones to change things.
Well, what the library told us was if they failed at finding and awakening the Great One, they were to seek us out and we would do it. We would be able to find and awaken the Great One.
It's kind of in our blood. We are a way to awaken. I should kind of glance at Rhaenyra, the Great One. One way, I think, out of a few. I think the time devices being one weird things that they have. And then the other, I think, is this whole soul collecting thing that they're doing. The magic and the mages. Yeah. I think that's kind of a last resort for them. If they couldn't have gotten you, I mean, unless y'all would have said, yeah, we'll do it. So if they, I think that they're storing up what they can in case they can't either get you to change your mind or kill you. Or, well, and I'm kind of included in that, but it's a lot, I'm sure. I don't know a lot, but we can try to visit Helna once we're at the Northern Crown. I know that there's also a Nidrano who was there. He was at the Northern Crown as well and still alive. It's something, some kind of curse, I think, with living. It makes them live longer than usual, it seems.
Yeah, maybe we should. We'll wait till we get to the Northern Crown to find out what they think should and what they want done.
Yeah. There's also a weird thing that I'll have to show you. It's like a cave of sorts that I think has something to do with us.
Oh.
Or at least that's what Nidrano says. He says that once they make it to the island, this was part of what I've heard for the past few years. Once you made it there, as was hoped for, that all will be revealed, he says.
That's a scary thought.
Yeah.
Well, this is rather really interesting. I don't know what else everybody feels.
While this whole conversation was happening, what was Egard doing?
Egard's watching with rapt interest. Very interest. Just like not like, you know, he is not hiding that he's interested. He's just like,
Like, okay.
and keeps like looking at Kazeel like, yeah.
That'll teach him.
Okay. Just making sure there's not like anything. It's like these are the ones that the library wants. I can kill them right now. You know, just
No, he's just looking
Making sure
extremely
he's not, like-
interested. Inget just kind of like, it's kind of like after that conversation, it just kind of like looks at it, it's like, wait, like almost like a piece of food like falling off her fork. Wait,
yeah.
am I on this too?
The team of screw-ups you've been hunting after are the focal points of your religion. Does that comfort you?
I'm not part of this, right?
What was their last name again?
Wonder what's your last name? Or if you
I
have
don't
a-
know. I haven't used his
What's
surname
it?
in so long.
Yeah.
Did you have a weird
Somebody
dream
asked-
last
Let's
night?
see who finds it first. Let's see who finds it first.
I don't think y'all ever got a
I don't know
last
if we had
name.
Ingrid's last name.
I don't think
Right.
so.
Did we
Oh,
even get
Tegan asked a
Grelik's
good
last name?
question.
I do not have Ingrid's last name.
Tegan was asking if you had a dream last night with stars and chanting. And
Oh,
such.
no, I didn't. No. That wasn't me.
Well, it doesn't mean you can't be part of it. Just it's wait, perhaps not a descendant.
We'll say Inget's last name is Van Reeth.
Henry.
Very.
Chris,
Von
wow.
Reed.
Billy.
Put
You
that
know-
in and make it canon.
Henry.
Oh.
Okay. Merry Christmas. Well, that's Magdalene, does that? So, if we have the power to awaken the Great One in our blood, does that mean we also have some power to defeat it, or kill it, or banish it, or something else?
I think so. I mean, I haven't really been told.
Oh.
Because, you know, by myself, I couldn't do anything. So it was if what we had hoped, which was the group of you coming to the island, or coming to the Northern Crown, that it would happen. And so I never really asked that many questions because it seemed kind of like a fairy tale, kind of, I guess.
I see.
You know, and just something I didn't ever think. And then I met Ren, you know, and
Right.
got to talking to him afterwards, and I started to realize that it all fit. Madrino recognized the surname as someone who was involved with, you know, the founding of the library, and it just kind of went from there. Trina was happy. Ren thought about finding y'all, but it just, you know, I kind of discouraged him because I didn't want him to leave.
Sure. Let's see which man told us. May I ask, Mags, because I know that you said you went down through that trap door a bit here and there, just to. I think you came up through that, or at least took a peek down back on the island. Just inside the trap door, there's a list in the wall that has ancestors' names, but it's missing a couple of names. Do you know why those names are not in that list?
I have seen that. I told Nitrandel because I knew the names. A couple of the names looked familiar, at least to me, and he said that it was people who didn't make it.
Oh. Like the line ended?
They didn't make it, to that part of the journey with them, he said.
I see.
Not that they died necessarily, but just that, parted ways, or... But those who wrote their names in, those were the ones that were definitely not on the side of the library at the time.
Okay. I get races back to notes.
So, you know, they found the Northern Crown and protected it with as much of their magic as they could. And, yeah.
Dean question.
Sure.
I'm sorry. I think there were just two names: the Drow, Ethra or Atera,
Mhm.
and then Agnes Alpin,
Yeah.
but
I
not
believe so.
Arbane's name. Not me. I wasn't on that. I wasn't missing, was I?
No. No.
Okay.
There were only a
Put
couple.
my notes too close together, so I can't. Flip the spaces here.
Yeah.
You know the Drow.
So yeah. In fact, one of them, I think, one of them that was missing went on to stay with the library. Alpin?
Really? Alright. It just wasn't he there for that?
Right. They
Stop.
stayed back. They chose their side, I guess. So yeah.
I'm so sorry, Max. But they stayed with the library. Wouldn't that mean that they should have their name there because they were still with the library?
No, because they didn't go through the dungeon.
Oh, I see what you mean. They physically didn't walk through the dungeon.
Right.
It's the same reason why we were in the state.
Understood. Alright.
In fact, dungeon, I mean, according to Adriano, was a lot more dangerous back then. But he and the others who came through worked to kind of, because they figured if they were sent there, then others would be too. That went against them. So it apparently been just a, I don't know, kind of a garbage pit for the library, and those they didn't care for.
I see.
A lot of people didn't make it through that went through, so I'm glad y'all did. According to what Najano said, it's dangerous, but it's also been there for a long time, so I'm not sure, what it's like now, but, yeah.
Sorry, I feel like an idiot that I didn't think about this a whole lot sooner. But does the prophecy mention us specifically, or just the ancestors?
Just the ancestors, I think. I don't think that we ever had
So-
specific names. Trouble, but
Well, whole time I've been wondering. I just assumed they were using my brother to just sow chaos so they could do their thing. But he is my brother. He is the same ancestor.
Yeah.
Tegan, you have a sibling. You have a sister. Renarius, you have siblings. Are they also part of the prophecy?
I think it's only one from each line. Well, and Kazil, but he's a special case, I think.
What can I say?
And from what
Yes.
Drano explained, correct? You've been alive all this time?
I seem to cycle through. I've been alive for 700 and so many years, but before that, I lived however long. I just can't remember my past lives.
So, like, reincarnation of sorts.
I
right?
would seem.
That's
So is he
fascinating.
not cursed with life like the Drano and Helena, like you said?
No, I think it's
Didn't you say
something
they were-
different. I don't know exactly what Kazil did back then, or the name that he went by, but whatever he did was different. Then
Find out one day.
and Adreno should know.
Oh.
You've met. Yeah. Maybe you remember him. I'm sure he'll remember you if you look the same. I don't know how that works.
Apparently I do. I think I do. I don't know actually. Like, who knows? Oh, maybe. Well, no. The dragon recognized me, but they're a dragon. They can probably peer right into my soul. So I guess that's not saying much.
Ingot's like, so wait. You've been reincarnated, and you've been a rake in every reincarnation?
Just do that gesture to it.
She'll kind of give you a smirk, Kazil, and go back to her food and her coffee.
How many more days till we get there again?
Oh, about a day and a half, and I would
Yeah.
say around this time you'll hear a familiar sound coming from the top deck of a whale, and that's how we'll go to break.
Wait, we don't get to hear the whale first? Come on. You're
Oh,
gonna
just-
tease us like
whale
that?
Just a whale sound.
Remind me.
I don't know even what that would be. All right, we're gonna head to break. Thank you
All
so much. We'll be back in 10 minutes. For those watching, we always have a 10-minute break, so bio break. So stay tuned. And let me take a look here and see what
Giveaway?
we're not gonna have it right now. We'll see what our viewers look like when we get back, but we might be having a giveaway after break. We'll
Our
see.
viewers look amazing.
Oh, they absolutely do. All right. Be
Don't
back
say
in
no.
10 minutes. Bye.
Tell all your friends to get in here.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Everybody call Twitch, organize all the raids.
I was not ready to hit stop recording and stop streaming.
No.
Cut it off.
Yes.
Shut it down, buddy. Get me up. Take the light, cheap.
All right. I'm going to go and eat some cereal. Mics are hot. We are.
drops.
Yeah.
I feel like in the campaign roller coaster, this is kind of like the moment where the roller coaster catches and starts going up the hill. It's like we got a little bit to go before we hit the over the top point, but still, it's starting to, all the information's starting to slowly drip in.
So just fill in areas there.
Yeah, you do well.
Let me eat my great grandmother's heart.
Yeah.
Shake, shake. I feel like you'll get dangerous answers to that question you ask. Just see if it's specific. You'll
Oh, no.
get every
You don't
answer
know
you
what
never.
Yeah. It's the Doppler, the Draddle, or Dropper. Why did you think you did Oh, crap. Nope, I'm good.
Lucky you.
Close the whale.
Oh, wait,
Gale?
Oh,
It
Kale.
rhymed. Kale.
Kale, K-A-I-L.
You know,
Gerbil, this is a money-making opportunity. This is a money-making opportunity for you. Sell notes. So do I.
because I can't read my handwriting that well.
I
The
faced
later
it.
a session goes, the worse the handwriting gets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I usually transcribe either like Saturday or Sunday. I'll sit down. Oh, time to transcribe my notes. And I start reading them, and I'm like, what the hell? What is that, a Q or is that an H? What is that?
Well, looking at the Ring of Prophecy stuff, it always amazes me that first like 20 sessions, it was like a different person who was writing notes. Like, well, I mean, I guess it's the same thing, but I wrote more of it.
What's really helped, I mean, I use the steps the same way I should have preached. One does. Which has that concept. And I don't know when they did it. Steph said they did it a while ago, but I never know. Now they have a global search. So if you type in Rinka, it'll list all the pages in your notebook that have it.
That's what I do. The notes paragraph. Started paragraph. Like handwriting it with my pen, tablet pen. And then I would try to, for the first few sessions, I would try to do like the whole like handwriting convert. And I think my handwriting's bad, like on regular pen and paper.
Oh, the tablet's important.
On the tablet, it was having a rough time. But then it's like that's when I realized how much I write shorthand sometimes. You know? And that was like very, first off, it was one of those things that kind of told me, like, maybe the algorithm will, like, learn my writing the more I use it. You know, it's not that amazing. It's the free Samsung Note app. It's not that amazing. And so I just got tired of having to retype in Claude. see that. But originally, I wanted to do this like this search, but it was just going to be the case that I learned. I can find stuff so much faster than what they do in the book, but I can't by like trying to find one thing. These digital stuff. So that's why I just went out and but like the two, these are the two notes I have directly after I wrote the list from Rinka, because I think Steph wrote it out for us like the following week, and I wrote it all down. But I put like Silver, Gimbal, and disguised Tegan are going to the tavern. Gerbil and Shanad are playing Settlers of Ephron.
Oh, that's amazing.
Azil sits down and tries to cast Identify on the crystal in Shanad since his innately arcane energy. Rin writes a letter. Renarius. That seems like an important thing I do not know right now. But you know what I wrote right underneath that? Gerbil wins the game. The next thing, Jocelyn Gibble no. Maybe my notes aren't as good as I
Are we
said they
ready to go back?
Gimble
yeah.
Gimbal notices John.
Let's
Jocelyn
go
by the
back.
bar. Safe
We're
word.
going back. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Welcome back, players. Welcome back, viewers. Hopefully you're having a good time. Yeah. I think we're gonna hold off on the giveaway until the end of the episode to see if we can get some more peeps in. Hey there, welcome. Yeah. All right. Also, while we're live, I have to give a happy early birthday to Mason Zavar, whose birthday is tomorrow.
Yay!
Hey, happy birthday.
Mason.
Actually,
5 minutes, your birthday will be.
at least on the East Coast.
Well,
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
East
right.
Coast. Yeah.
You mean the real time?
No, absolutely not. That's
Central
incorrect.
United
Other times that it's not the same.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, let's get back into it, shall we? So, everyone heard a whale call coming from top deck. And Magdalene will be like, "Oh, I think our friends are back. Let's go and check on them. Might be a good break in the conversation." Attention.
Okay. Yeah, Tegan will definitely. Get
Ingo just took me to buy her waffles. I'll be eating these. Have fun.
I'll pop up our coffee.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll get dressed and then I'll meet you upstairs.
Are you sure you want to, Kazil? You had a problem with Kale's friend the last time.
Well, if it's just a mage that took the form of the Kraken, that's not as big a deal.
Oh yeah.
If it was an actual ancient Kraken from... Oof.
Oh no. I'm pretty sure that they were mages. That's what they tell me at least.
By the way,
And
it
she'll
still
go
sounds a little
upstairs.
judgmental to me.
And so Kazil's gonna go and change. The rest of you head upstairs to top deck. It's still rainy. Still, you can kind of feel like that you're on like the precipice of it getting worse, maybe. visibility is very low, very gray outside. You can still see a little bit of like color in the sky, but it seems to be fighting through several like layers of haze and fog and mist. Yeah, when kind of they're both on the same side of the boat this time. But Kale, the whale. Ooh.
Oh. I guess
And the Kraken will kind of like flap its like, and Magdalene will came up in front of everyone. Kale, Arrayas, hello. Look, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to talk earlier. Yesterday. It was pretty bad. Oh. Magdalene will turn.
Activates his
Okay, Magdalene will
animal
turn
ring.
back to the rest of you. Kale says that it looks like the worst of the storm's coming back in, so we should be passing through the other worst part of it soon. So just prepare yourselves. So how you doing, Kale? And I guess to Gerbil, you would hear, doing fine. Just swimming through the waters with the Reyes here as usual.
You're just chilling.
And you'll hear Reyes just go.
Is that what he? Gerbil leaned over. Did he say something, or was he just making that noise? I can't tell.
He's a bit of a prankster. He likes to yes, Reyes likes to pretend he's a scary Kraken. Tell me, Gerbil, does Speak with Animals, does that cover more than one animal, or is it targeted?
I'm pretty sure Speak with Animals is just you gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration.
Okay, all right. I couldn't remember. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, Dan.
Just if I'm up there, if I've arrived now.
Yes, I'll say that you step up just as the Kraken is like splashing the water. These big tentacles going up into the air, mouth opening under it with the teeth. And Kale will. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kazeel.
I just want to walk to the side of the ship and just step up on the rail and walk into the water and polymorph into a whale.
Oh, okay. So Gerbil, as you're hearing, he just likes to pretend like that he's a scary Kraken, right, Arrayas? And Arrayas would be like, and Kale will be like, Arrayas. And the kind of like his tentacles will drop. What? I'm just having some fun. And just as you're hearing that, you see Kazeel just step off the ship and turn into a whale as well.
Wait, so Kazeel just went and got dressed.
Yep.
And now
Yep.
we're just there.
Yep.
Yep.
And Magdalen's like, "Oh, Kale, it seems like you're going to have a friend." Whale. Yeah. So I'll say that as the whale, Kazeel, you'll be able to understand Kale. Whale. And what is your name? Your human form looked familiar.
Wait! Perhaps you know me from a long time ago.
And you'll hear the Kraken kind of say something, Kazeel, and you, of course, you can understand this as well, Gerbil. But the Kraken, of course, you won't be able to understand Kazeel. It's just like, and Gerbil, you'll hear the Kraken be like,
Kale, you know, he's been on the sea quite a few times, in quite a few years.
oh, right. We've seen you before, but nothing of our recollection. If you're wondering, you're not the one who did this to us, so you can rest assured of that. And you'll hear the Kraken go, actually saying,
He would be dead if it was.
Yeah. Do you need help? Do you wish to get back to being whatever you were before?
oh no. Oh, is this adorable? Oh no. The wizards have offered that to us in the past, and we have the ability, but we prefer to stay. Well, myself and Araeus prefer these forms over dealing with those in the regular world.
I get that. I'm just gonna like swim and chill because I don't want to.
Sure.
I'm just like swim and chill.
Kale, the whale, do you know the wizards? The ones who live on the cloud on the island.
What cloud is that?
It's the other way, past the dragon nest.
The people here seem to be good. Are the cloud wizards also good?
Colum and Z are delightful creatures.
Son of a fuckers.
They...
Whales fire off some more out of the blow.
Oh, did that surprise you, friend?
I know them.
Oh, Araeus, did you hear? Gerbil, you hear,
Any friend of the wizards must be good if we can trust that they're friends with them.
Have you seen either of them recently?
Magda will look over to you. Oh, Kale will probably answer. Haven't visited in a bit, no, but I take that they're still there. They visit occasionally the island of the clouds. Magdalene will look over to you, Gerbil. Strange that you know Colum and C. But, yeah, the island to the east of Maldwich. Well, I mean, if you're coming from this end, this side of things, it's just straight past Maldwich. It's a smaller island, but it's kind of a portal they place for people to visit them in their demiplane. I think. Well, I've seen one of them. And I don't know how much I should divulge of what they want to do, what they were planning to do, I guess. But that's where they were together, I guess. Apparently they were, maybe you knew them when they were very old? This is a place where they can kind of, I think, stay young forever, or at least for a while. But it's as if they don't exist in this world when they're there.
There was a shortcut there.
She'll kind of like look over, just kind of like look at Kale first, and like look at you, Kazeel. I can't tell which one asked that. Well, I think Kale would know the short. But oh, Kazeel, please.
Contain yourself.
Modest.
You guys are killing me with the spelling here. I must correct this.
Okay.
We should start doing giveaways based on how to spell these names.
Guess the name right.
No one would win anything.
It's the island. You go on the island and there's a puzzle to solve of sorts. I've never solved the puzzle, but I've seen them when they're, well, apparently they can come out of the demiplane for a little bit and be okay, but they have to mostly stay at their house there.
I'm so sorry. Did she say there was a shortcut from here? Or is she
Oh,
saying
yeah, she didn't say from here. I didn't understand that you asked that. You just said, is there a shortcut?
Yeah.
I didn't get the
Sorry.
from here.
Is there a shortcut from here?
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Not from here, no. Maybe Nadrano might know something?
Thank you.
Welcome. You're quite helpful, Kazeel. Alright, anyone else? Gerbil, do you have any other things you want to say to the Kraken and the whale?
Not with Kazeel spurting all over the place.
Yeah, Gerbil, you're now soaked again. Juniper, attention, Gerbil is soaked.
I guess after that last time, and Kazeel's doing his whale flipper dance or whatever. I don't know. He's like, Gerbil's just slide the ring off and walk away.
I don't want to understand.
Is there anything else I can help you with, whale friend Kazeel?
Just some swimming and playtime.
Oh. Did you hear that, Arrayus?
That's when Gerbil takes her out. It just like.
Did you hear that, Arrayus? And you hear Arrayus. Don't be jealous now. Sure, I'll play. And it'll kind of hit you with a fin and swim away.
Oh, tag. I'm on it.
Okay. All right. Roll an athletics or an acrobatics check. Roll an acrobatics check, Kazeel.
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
You need to go with whale stats.
Woo,
Yeah,
17.
he's got to do it with whale stats.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you ain't no druid, man.
A whale.
What's whale
stats,
intelligence?
5 aim.
Like, Because polymorph, you have to use the animals.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
only druids that.
Alright, I'm gonna be a killer whale. Dexterity is 0, but I rolled a 17, so.
Okay.
But
All
I
right.
don't have any modifiers. This
Yeah, you beat. You and Kale are 1-on-1 with like your game of tag in the ocean. I will say, Kazeel, that as you're swimming in the ocean and playing tag with Kale, that you do kind of feel this kind of heat here and there coming from the bottom of the ocean floor. And you look down, and not only, again, you see the skeletons and the skulls and the bones, but you also see, notice that when you feel that heat, you're going over those kind of red cracks, those glowing cracks in the ocean.
I'm just gonna. Do you know what those are all about?
Oh, that was an interesting time as a creature of the ocean. One day they all appeared, and the ocean itself began, well, draining. Whirlpools are still here today, but not right here, of course. But there were all kinds of whirlpools for a bit. But then, and with cracks in the water. And then, they were sealed up with this red stuff that glows. Not really sure by who. I never saw anyone in the ocean that could do it. And neither did Arius. Isn't that right, Arius? Tentacles splashing on the water.
This is it. And I'll just continue. Tag.
Okay, alright. Yeah. Go on. I'd say Kale would probably be good to go for a good, 20 minutes of play.
Nice.
Well, Kazeel, it was a pleasure. But me and Arius are going to go and find some food that isn't your friends and yourself.
Until next time.
Ta-da! Another splash, mouth opening, and they'll kind of swim off slowly together.
Do the killer whale speed up and jump up to the ship and then shift back?
Okay, you see this very majestic. Roll a performance check, Kazeel.
You're gonna be shirtless
not
on the
fair.
deck. That's gonna just splinters.
His performance is too good.
Really good.
Don't give him the option.
24.
Okay. So you see this majestic experience as Kazeel just jumps up as a killer whale into the deck and just slides and transforms back into Kazeel, shirtless, of course.
Mm-hmm. And then bended knee.
As you stand up, Kazeel, you'll see Ingot standing at the top of the steps,
Thank you, Inga. It's just fun. It's I'm glad you liked it. Thank you.
That was impressive. And you'll just see let me see. And you'll see a guard kind of staring in appreciation, but also a bit shocked, what just happened.
You do the eyebrow lip.
God, if there was any kind of bucket of fish on board, Tegan would definitely toss a fish at the casino. Here.
Oh, it's taken.
Oh, you were a whale. I thought you would want the fish. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Awesome.
Gerbil's trying to stop his eye twitching.
Nice.
Just,
Well, just a day left then, I suppose.
Yeah,
You'll
let's get to it.
kind of feel the wind has picked up since you got back on board, Kazil. Rain's picked up a little bit. So it is getting a little bit nastier outside. Seems like what Kale said was going to be happening is going to be happening. Well, it looks like that we're going to be hitting some more bad weather, some worse weather. But that should be it after we make it through that. So I would say for the next few hours, just, start, if you wouldn't mind, just start battening down everything to help. And we should be fine. It should be good. Tegan, since you did such a good job steering before, do you want to help with that?
You know what? Tegan will take a couple steps and then turn to Juniper and say, you know what? I'm sorry. You know what? This is your fit. Do you want to take the wheel?
Aw. I do, actually. Yes, thank
Oh,
you.
Juniper, have you captained a ship before? Have you steered a ship before, I mean?
Yes.
Sorry. Okay.
Yes.
Great. I'm sure that the helpers will enjoy your navigation.
Although Tegan was doing a lovely job. It's a wonderful job. I would love to take us home.
He did do very well. Yes. My assistants will help you with navigation. So if you wouldn't mind just stepping up there, and the rest of you, if you want, unless you don't want to, but if you want to just go back to what you were doing when we were preparing before, Tegan, if you just want to help out here and there, that would be very, very good. Unless you have another idea.
No, more than happy to.
Okay. Roll of
help with the
thunder in the
rigging.
distance and a distant strike of lightning, kind of like spreads out across the sea.
Junie, she's, her tail's noticeably wagging as she's, tromping up to the deck and the steering area. But that lightning, her tail pauses, and she takes a few more steps to the wheel and kind of looks at the lightning, looks at Gerbil, grabs the steering wheel and just like white knuckles like that.
Yeah, Gerbil's over there tying knots already.
Yeah, she's just gripping the steering wheel.
Batten down the
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just
Can't you wait?
focus.
Can't you wait to see what you can do, Junie? And I'll just cast give you inspiration.
Ooh, nice.
Yay!
All right. Well, you hear another kind of roll. Oh, well, better go and get started. So, we're back at this.
While everyone's doing stuff,
Mhm.
I'm gonna cast water breathing as a ritual.
Okay. All right. Sure.
One night he forgets.
I usually do it on the party, but I want to make sure we have more than the party.
Okay.
And I think
All
I
right.
can do it on up to 8-ish people.
Okay.
Junie's not taking that personally. As soon as she takes the wheel, you cast water breathing.
It's just what he does.
It's true.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So, Juniper, why don't you make a survival check, please?
Okay. Now I have
Um,
inspiration, and I have my inspiration die just in case I go really bad.
That's right. You
Um,
absolutely
And you
do.
get double inspiration
Yeah.
because Gerbil's there.
Double.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
3
God,
luck
okay.
points for Gerbil, yeah.
Which did you want me to roll stuff? I'm sorry.
Roll a survival check for me,
Survival,
please.
okay. All right. All right, let's see. It's 12. I have
And roll
of
it.
2 minds right now.
I would say roll with advantage. Give me an advantage on that, Juniper. I'm sorry.
All
I
right.
think
I
if
don't
you're
know.
proficient
I think
in
she's-
ship,
Yeah, yeah.
you add your proficiency.
Oh yeah, did you
modifier.
add your proficiency
No.
modifier to it?
No, let's see. Okay, so 18 on my second one, and where's my modifier at?
It's
Should
up
be
at the
plus
top
4.
to the left of
No.
walking
Oh,
speed.
plus 4. Okay, 22.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah, you're able to, Juniper. You are able to start navigating. The seas are getting very rough. This does seem to be about the same. It seems maybe even a little bit worse than than the storm yesterday. It's unnatural, I would say, with your eye, Juniper.
Okay. She's just like twiddling with the bottle in her horns, and this wasn't your idea, was it? I thought yesterday was bad enough. You could have told me. I just got up to the steering wheel.
I think you would know if it was my idea, Juniper.
All right. She's just gonna give the wheel a nice spin and turn it back and just see how it handles.
It would be a lot more theatrical if it was me.
All right. She's making sure no one's, just seeing her mumbling to herself.
Actually, I was going to ask, did Gerbil see her mumbling?
Oh, make a perception check, Gerbil. While you're tying knots and watching
how
Junie.
Junie can concentrate while that's happening.
No, it's hard.
11.
Okay. I would probably say that it's probably very subtle movement on her part. Because she was just kind of like talking to herself, and her back is probably to you, Gerbil, like how the positioning on the ship. So you might catch that it seems like she said something as she's up there at the stern, but you don't really catch what it was or who she was talking to. She could, So yeah.
You have to get closer to do
that. Gerbil, so you're tying some knots, tying stuff down. What did I have you roll for that before? Dexterity, I think?
I don't know. Did you make me roll last time for that? I don't think I was just doing something.
I mean, look at him. He's doing it.
If he ties knots, Junie's gonna look behind her and just spit out whatever she was drinking, which is
yes.
nothing.
I tell you what, let's
This is the Alpine butterfly.
Would that usually be, Dan, in your wisdom, survival or like dexterity to tie a knot?
To tie a knot?
Be survival?
Probably survival.
That's what I thought.
I was about to say, Gerbil's much better at survival.
Roll a survival
Well,
check
actually,
for me.
I mean, dexterity.
Gerbil.
Survival. I'm using a better die. This die is gonna curse me. It did.
Oh no.
Never mind. 3 plus 6.
I really feel you should be inspired somehow.
I mean, I can tie real knots though.
You can tie real knots. So give me a give me. Was that with advantage?
Oh, not with advantage.
Give me advantage, please.
Oh, that one's better.
Okay,
that
good.
one's better. That's a
good.
22.
Okay, because you
Right.
tied really good knots the last time, which is why I'm giving you advantage. So yeah, 22. Yeah, you're able to tie these knots, no problem. And still like keeping look at Junie and keep an eye on the ship and all these other things. Tegan, what was it you were? I told you just to help other people around the ship, right?
Helping with mostly above deck, helping with the rigging and moving stuff around, in the weather.
Okay. All right. So you're doing some strength stuff. So make me a strength check, please, or athletics. Make an athletics roll.
Okay. $15. 16 minus 1.
Okay. You're doing pretty well. Helping to kind of move things around, get things secured. And you're, again, all of you are having those kind of invisible helpers, around you too, kind of helping with things.
Put your finger here.
We'll say, Rhaenyra, you're concentrated on your water breathing and just kind of helping here and there as well. What? I'm
Which
sorry.
only takes about 20 minutes. If there's something to do after that, he would try and help out.
Okay. All right. I would say that you're able to just kind of help out secure things. I won't make you roll for anything. Zavar, what do you want to help with?
Let's see. I'm making sure that none of the bottles in the galley fall and break.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
protect my barrel of wine bottle.
I mean, there
I
were
know,
there are
protect all the wine.
compartments. There are compartments
Yeah.
for them to stick
All
to put them in
All
to
the
secure
bottles are
them.
empty. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know.
God.
I'm making sure they don't spill. Ah. No, I mean, I'll at some point I'll go check on them. I mean, I'm supposed I would think that I would trust that their system would work, or those invisible servants, but I'd still check. But after that, then I'd look and find wherever I'm needed. Nothing specific, but like if there's something over there, I'll go over there. If someone's okay, help me over there.
Okay.
I would just follow directions and
Okay.
and be useful.
All right. Okay. I will. Yeah. I don't think that you're. I'm not sure. I'll have you. You want to make a dexterity saving throw for me to see how well you can stay kind of on your feet during the rise in tides in the rough waters.
Got an 18.
Okay, you're doing well then. Yeah. You're able to kind of make your way around and help out people here and there. Kazeel, what do you want to be doing? Kind of what you did before, which was kind of securing things, or something
Securing
different?
things below deck, yeah.
Okay. You have the help of Ingot and a guard. Here helping you out.
Take that end
Okay.
Wait
Okay.
a minute.
All right. A guard seems slightly aroused,
Agar,
but
Agar, Ingot, and Kazeel below decks with rope.
Wait.
We batten the things down.
Kazeel, as you're
Yeah.
going around doing these different things, would you make a dexterity saving throw for me to see how well you can stay upright? Whoops! I fell down to the ground.
Oh no.
I'm no longer standing upright.
Oh no, stepbrother.
No, Stepbro?
Mhm. That's all I
How are
could
we
think of.
related?
What did you roll, Kazeel?
Oh, sorry, what was the roll?
It
I
was a
so
dexterity
engrossed in that.
dexterity saving throw, please. Are you writing another novel in the Twitch
Oh,
chat?
man.
Oh,
No,
okay,
not
no,
today.
okay.
I rolled a 19 plus I think that's 25.
Okay, you don't have a problem at all. A guard seems to be able to kind of keep his footing. Ingot, on the other hand, is not. Ingot starts to he kind of like stumble here and there and kind of falls into you a couple of times as she's trying to help. Oh, thank you so much for the thank you so much for the gift tiers, Jane Reed, and also for the raid, Cedar the Barefoot. Definitely appreciate you. Thank you so much. We're gonna have a giveaway here towards the end of the night. So here in the next probably like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, we'll start a giveaway to celebrate our 100th episode of The Forsaken. So super excited about that. Yay! Yeah, so you're doing a
I'm gonna
princess
try and,
catch.
Like, at least one of the times if I can, if she starts falling backward, it's just gonna go try
Make
and do that.
make another dexterity saving throw, cause yeah.
Alright, ha! Alright, well that's not as good, but still good. It's plus 6, so 13 plus 6, 19.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I would say that you're able to catch her. Oh,
Ooh. Careful. That's
thank you, Kazeel. I haven't been on ships too much, so yeah, still learning.
same. I should probably help you out too.
Oh, thanks.
After moments.
Have a little trouble staying upright sometimes.
You'll have to lay down sometimes.
She'll smirk. All right. So, so, as all of you kind of keep, work on these tasks that you've been given, doing very well for the most part. Juniper, could you make a perception check for me, please?
Sure can. Just a second here. Perception.
Oh, thank you so much for the gift tiers, the cheeser.
What's my what's the inspiration? What do I get to add for
Oh,
that?
inspiration I think is a D10 now.
Okay. I'm gonna add that. I don't know.
Okay.
The score. 1 second. Just
Yeah, I'm so sorry. It is. It's a D10.
12 and okay, 18 on my perception. Just in case. I just
Juniper, as you're sailing, you see in the distance, moving very quickly towards the ship, this huge, gigantic cloud. Again, moving very swiftly. Just keeps getting, larger and larger as it moves closer and closer to the ship. Almost just this huge storm cloud with this dark and has lightning kind of lighting it up consistently from the inside, and you hear these rolls of thunder that almost seem separate from the storm itself, but seem to kind of be rolling in from this creature that is approaching. What would you like to do in this moment?
You said it's coming this way towards us.
It seems like it's coming towards the ship, that it's moving towards the ship, yes.
Does it seem
probably
like
right now, probably like maybe 100 feet away.
Okay. How fast are we going? She's gonna maybe look behind her, see where Mags is, and see if she can pull the wheel and not head straight into this.
Magdalene is on the top deck, but she's not right there by you.
Okay.
Storm is continuing. Again, you're kind of rain's just pelting your face.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she'll definitely try not to steer right into it. If there's any way she can pull the wheel hard, even if it means knocking people over.
I will say that it seems to be approaching from what direction you're traveling. It seems to be approaching from your west side.
Okay. I'm not certain which way we can recover the direction, I'm sure. So
Okay.
just yell something over her shoulder about, brace yourself.
Okay.
Don't let Gerbil fall overboard or it will sink the ship.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'd say with the pelting rain, the storm getting very much worse. Make a survival check without advantage.
18.
Okay. Okay. You start to turn the ship. Are you turning it since it's approaching say you're going, you're going west, but say you're going west, it's approaching from your left side. So are you making a right turn? Like, are you trying to turn right away from it completely? Yeah. Okay. So you start to turn the ship. Tegan, Chirpal, Renarius, Zavar, and Kazil all make dexterity saving throws as this happens. Gerbil, you're probably close enough on the top deck that you could probably do that with advantage. Because you probably heard her yell out.
Nat 20.
Oof.
Same. Nat
Okay.
20, 28.
What?
Okay, Renarius?
Nat 2027.
Wow!
What is happening?
Sorry,
I got a
again,
4.
but yeah.
Renarius got a 4.
Yeah, Renarius.
Oh, no.
Kazil, what did you
Nah, I
roll?
really feel bad.
16 for 22.
Okay, all right. So, Renarius, as you are, I would say topside, helping out with some of the, securing some things. You're not quite close enough to hear Juniper's yell. So you kind of lose your footing and start to. We need to change the music here. I'm sorry. I have this like very restful music happening, and there we go. You start to you lose your footing, Renarius, and fall to the floor of the top deck.
Sorry.
Have a little trouble standing back up, but you can do it. Everyone else, you're able to keep your footing, but you do feel that sudden shift as Juniper turns the ship. And for those below deck, you don't know what just happened. You just feel that you can tell that the ship has been turned, but you're not sure. You're not sure why. Oh God. So.
Right. Oh, no.
So Kazeel, Ingot just kind of falls into you again. She rolled a 1.
What have I done?
Okay.
What have I done?
I'm gonna let myself fall over backwards.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
whack the back of my head a little.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, are you okay?
oh,
Oh, I mean, I guess you. I mean, thank you,
No,
Kazeel.
it's fine. Of course. I didn't want you to fall face first there, and it's alright. I'm quite alright. I just rubbed the back of my head.
Oh, she'll try to like rub the head, like kind of touch it with her hand, but will accidentally like the ship will lurch because she rolled another 1, and will almost like hit your head against the floor again. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Wow.
That wasn't intentional. That I didn't. And we'll leave that scene.
Nice.
Juniper. Okay, so you made that turn. You look back, as you finish the turn, and you're now traveling north when you were traveling west. You look behind you and you see that this huge storm cloud. Make another perception check for me, please, at disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, doesn't get much lower than that, but let's see. Okay, so 9.
Okay. You do look back. You see that the storm cloud is still fast approaching. You weren't really able to get ahead of it any, but you are sailing away from it now. Make another survival check for me. No advantage.
Okay. Oof. Okay, I have one last. I had inspiration. Not my inspiration died.
How long does the inspiration last, Kazeel?
Is it 10 minutes? Less than that?
It's 10 minutes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's probably been more than 10
Yeah,
minutes.
it's been more than 10 minutes.
Okay, 9.
Okay.
You fired on the first day.
Yeah. So you look behind you once more as you continue navigating the ship, and you can feel the invisible servant, helpers, kind of like helping you to navigate as well. They're trying their hardest, it seems, to try and help you control this wheel in this weather. Rain is continuing to pout down. You look back, you see Gerbil's just completely soaked, tying knots.
I can't work under these conditions.
You look back over your shoulder and you see that the storm cloud is very much closer now, probably within like 50 feet. Anyone else top deck? A gerbil, make a perception check with disadvantage, please. Tegan, make a perception check, please. Gerbil, yours is at disadvantage since you're concentrating on the knot tying.
14.
Okay, still good. Tegan?
10.
Okay. Gerbil, I would say that you kind of look over at Juniper and see her kind of looking, after the turn of the ship, looking behind her. And you look behind the ship and you see this, electric storm cloud, moving quickly towards the ship, just towering into the sky. Just this huge, dark cloud.
Does it It doesn't look intelligent, does it?
You can't tell. Not with that roll.
I mean, God doesn't have eyes.
Cloud.
You up?
Well.
Oh, my sweet bugbear.
Tegan will look up and look up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cloud.
Spark, spark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Junie's
Flash,
just
flash.
braced against the steering wheel, just trying to keep everything from tumbling over.
Okay.
But she's like cowering on this wheel now.
Yeah, you hear these kind of just loud cracks of lightning and thunder that seem to just be getting louder and louder as they get closer, as you see the storm cloud moving closer to the ship. I would say let me see how the people did securing the sails. Okay. Wind is picking up pretty bad now. I would say that you start to see a couple of the sails were not as securely tied as they should have been, and start to undo and unfurl. Tegan or Dribble, do you want to try to run over to kind of help this?
Yeah, Tegan would.
Okay.
If he sees Tegan.
Okay.
Oh, good.
So Tegan, you make a give me 1 second here. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
As you try to maneuver across the ship, through the water, through the rain. Oh no.
2 + 8 for 10.
Oh, okay. You get over there and you barely make it. It's just the seas are so rocky right now, and you're just being thrown about. You're able to make it to the sail. I would say at the second that you're not able to tie them down. You try, but your fingers slip and it's just hard to see. But you'll stay there.
Tegan's in full Buster Keaton mode.
Oh no. Gerbil, make a perception check for me, please.
Okay. Oh. That is an 8.
Okay. You do not notice Tegan having trouble with the sails. Zavar, what are you up to? Where are you at?
I earlier when I saw Rhaenyra fall, I kind of started to run over to him, but he got himself back up again. So now I'm just kind of trying to hang on, look for people that are getting a little bit shaky, and help out wherever it looks like there's a lack of something.
Okay. All right. Are you top deck or are you below deck? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I'm top deck.
Okay.
Oh no. Below is left for Kazeel.
Make a perception check, please. Rhaenyra, where are you at? Are you top deck?
No, I guess I'm still top deck.
Okay, all right. It's wherever you want to be. You can either be below deck or top deck. Top deck, make a perception check. I'm sorry.
Where is everyone else? I wouldn't want to be alone on top deck.
No, you have everyone. I mean, everyone except Kazeel, Ingot, and a guard are below deck. Kazeel, Ingot, and a guard are securing things below deck. Everyone else is at top deck.
Nice gerbil.
Alright, so what do you want me to roll?
Roll a perception check, please. Zavar, what did you get for your perception?
30-20.
Okay. And Rhaenyra?
17.
Okay, I would say you both definitely see the storm cloud approaching. Zavar and Rhaenyra, you would be able to see it's getting about 40 feet now away from the ship. You kind of hear this kind of weird roar. It's not connected with thunder, although it does sound kind of thunderous, but it's not. It seems separated from what you're hearing as rolling thunder. A couple of like little like tendrils of lightning kind of attacked, kind of like hit the ship as it kind of like expands out from it. You would also see that it has give me 1 second. Too many windows. You would also see that it has these kind of glowing, almost arms coming out from it. That's almost like these extensions of electricity, of lightning. And it seems to have some sort of face. 2 eyes glowing this kind of beautiful teal color. And this mouth that's kind of wide open, and you hear that kind of that roar that you heard before. And it's approaching very quickly.
Yeah. I would yell at, this is not a natural. We should get away.
Kazeel.
We're doing.
Kazeel.
Yeah, I'm probably, when I see the face on that thing, I'm probably going to want to run below deck.
Okay. Kazeel, you are below deck.
Aww.
Underneath Ingot. Ingot accidentally hits your head. Accidentally hits your head against the wood.
Look,
Wait a minute. Phrasing. What?
Yeah.
I'm
we
confused.
We gotta try so hard, and all Kazeel's gotta do is fall down on someone. I'm gonna change my tactics, okay? I'm just gonna trip him.
I mean, same here. Jeez.
We're just both gonna end up with concussions. That's not a good idea.
But you won't be alone.
Nice.
How do you have TPK?
Kazeel.
We all started tripping each other, hoping to follow up.
As she's like starts apologizing, she's like, "I'm so sorry." All of a sudden, she seizes up and just starts, and just starts like clutching her arms and seizing in pain, and kind of rolls off of you.
Oh yeah.
And a guard immediately like kind of runs over and it's like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, what do we do?
We having a healing?
No,
Ingot, what's wrong?
And you see that her crystals start glowing on her. Kind of moving up from her hands, up her arm, and up to her neck.
Have you had your potion today?
I had one this morning.
5 potions.
I had one this morning. I only have one left. It's not the voices. I just feel... And she just starts, like, she yells, like, screams out in pain.
Hold her hands.
And we'll go back top deck. Juniper, make another survival check, please.
With...
No advantage.
Okay. 24.
24, okay. You, let me see here. Okay, you are able to, move a little bit to keep your pace against the creature. It's not moving any closer. It's still about 40 feet behind the ship, though. I would say at this point you probably are aware of the this kind of like thunderous yell, almost scream, that seems to be coming from the creature that's following the ship here. In fact, Juniper, make another perception check for me, please.
Okay. Oof. That was a 1.
Okay.
For a 7.
Okay. Rhaenyra and Gerbil and Tegan, all of you make, and Zavar, make fresh perception checks for me, please.
I'm very focused on this soon.
You hear another roll of thunder. Rain is pounding down. Tegan, what did you roll?
3 for 10.
Okay. Gerbil?
30, 20.
Okay. Rhaenyra?
before. I'm actively covering my ears.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rhaenyra's is just. Yeah. Zavar, what did you roll?
13.
Okay, 13. I would say Gerbil. You got a dirty 20, right? You hear another thunderous. Well, you all probably hear the thunderous yell, and Gerbil, you're right after the yell, through the other cracks of thunder and lightning, you hear, "You will die." And Kazeel Ingot screams out in pain another time as the crystals glow even brighter. And Juniper, as you struggle to navigate through this storm. Since we're having a giveaway tonight, that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Nice.
Tune in next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah, but don't go yet.
All right, we have a giveaway that we are
What a
doing.
wonderful job tonight, Steph. Sorry, I just
Oh,
want to say.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Thank you so much.
All right, so we have some lovely
Steel
viewers,
house.
all kinds of fun viewers in the chat tonight. So, just to give a little preempt, if you're unaware, last week was The Forsakens, this campaign's 100th episode. So super exciting. We've been going on for over a year now, and I couldn't ask for a better group. They're the greatest.
Who
So,
says that to all our
in honor of the 100th episode, we are doing a giveaway tonight. And so we have a few parts of this giveaway, but the first part is going to be for active Twitch viewers. So, Dan, how do I do this again?
I've got it set up.
Oh.
People just need to type mini
So type
in the chat.
mini in the chat.
It can be capital, can be lowercase, either way.
Capital,
Just type in mini.
lowercase, type in mini, M-I-N-I. And you'll be placed.
Players are allowed. Absolutely.
So players are allowed to do this as well.
I gave gift subs to assuage my guilt.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So type mini in the
Yeah,
chat. We'll give you about a minute to do that.
Hey Siri, please set a timer for 45 seconds.
Thank you. Oh, Siri's the kindest. A
Wait.
gem, a peach.
Is it mini spelled like it's spelled in the dictionary, or like is
No,
it
no,
spelled
just
mini
M-
like it's
M-I-
a Forsaken NPC character?
M-I-N-O. God. Okay, Gerbil.
That's a valid
Nice.
question.
E-I-N-O.
There's a W in there.
Silent
I-N-E-A.
Yeah, this is for anyone. Anyone at all in chat. There's like 20 seconds. I don't know, 6 seconds left.
And
Type
don't.
mini in chat.
Yeah.
and you got it.
Yeah. I just typed mini in there just as an example. So.
And this is for
Sure,
new folks
sure.
that are chilling with us even tonight.
Oh, Stephanie
For
won all
everybody.
of them. Okay. All right.
If you just popped in, you're still good to type mini.
Yep. Mini. M-I-N-I.
Mini.
There's
All those beautiful folks that rated in, you're eligible.
Yeah.
Just type mini.
all you
If
people
you're-
working. Come on,
Yeah.
Yeah.
come out and working.
Okay.
Okay.
We good, Steph?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, got another one.
Nice. All right, here we go. Wait a second.
Oh no.
Is it broken already?
Nope,
Dan
that's
won.
fine.
How'd that happen?
Our drawing.
Wait 1 minute. I just want to make sure that, just... Where do we start here? Here. Okay. Yeah, that's everybody. Sometimes that's a perk thing. I just want to make sure it wasn't doing it. Here we go. Well,
Oh.
There you
Michelle
go.
won the giveaway. Michelle,
Yay.
so the I guess I should have said before, but the Twitch viewer, you get a mini from the campaign. So one of the PC characters in the campaign, Michelle, you can have a mini for it. Now, keep in mind is that we'll be probably doing minis for the campaign and getting them painted. So you should be getting one of your own. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
you want a gerbil mini?
I was like, wait, what if I want a gerbil mini?
You
Oh,
could absolutely have a dribble mini.
I
Mhm.
would miss. I can't. Okay.
Okay.
We'll just
Okay.
mute.
Okay. All right. So the next part of the giveaway is for Twitch subscribers, and that is going to be for one custom mini of your design, hand painted.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, like you design it in Hero
Mhm.
Forge.
Yep.
I print it, paint it. And,
Yep.
No, it's got to be U.S., Canada.
Yeah.
And or I think we can do the UK too.
Yeah.
still
I think that's what
works.
you said last. That's what you said for the In
Mhm.
Extremis. So what do you want them to type in the chat, Dan?
That will be keyword sub.
Sub. So you heard that. Type sub in the chat. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's not suggestive at all.
No.
Well, I remember if you were just gifted something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, if you just
All
gifted a
those
sub,
gifted subs.
remember.
Yeah, even if you were gifted, yeah. Nice.
Listen,
Use that
Zen.
Amazon Prime sub if you can.
Sub,
You
nice.
can use it.
That's awesome, Zach.
That's funny.
I mean, if you want to wait the whole minute stuff, let me know when you are good. and
Okay.
I can roll this.
Yeah. Just type sub in the chat. Hey, I recognize.
The grinder.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah. All right,
Wait,
last chance. Type sub if you have not already for your chance to win the giveaway.
New England
See?
term for sub, so.
Now, if sub was an NPC in the Forsaken, how would it be spelled?
Wow.
You know?
HOTDOG.
Jonathan Reedy.
You said my last name.
I did.
Everyone knows my name.
I did.
My username
In the
is so
dog
secretive.
house now.
Okay. All right. I love that your name is JM Reedy on the thing. But anyways. All right. Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go, Dan.
Yeah, here
Zen.
we go. Ooh, Zen.
Zen.
Oh yay, Zenblade!
Nice.
Congrats.
Exciting.
So Zenblade, you can if you want to message us here on Twitch with your info, that way we can get the mini, because yeah. Do you want them to message you, Dan, directly, since you'll be the one handling it?
That's absolutely fine.
Okay.
Message me. Yep.
So-
Here,
yep.
or Twitter or Discord.
Okay. Yeah, so message Dan Zen either on Twitch, Twitter, or Discord, and because you'll have to design a mini for him in Hero Forge, and then send the link over, and then he'll get it printed out and painted. You have to do it in color, so that way he knows what to paint it
Mhm.
and where to send it. So, all right, Dan, do we have any?
We've got Jonathan. We've got
Oh, that's right. We have.
Mason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go. So now we're gonna have a Patreon giveaway for our Patreon subscribers.
Just be amazing.
Yeah. So if
Hey,
you're a
you're a
Patreon,
Patreon,
you're a
you get
Patreon
the hookup,
subscriber.
yep.
There you go.
Yep.
That's what
And-
happens. Listen, that's what happens when you're a Patreon subscriber to the channel, is that you get these extra. Oh, wait a minute,
And
Dan.
you get
Is there?
this too?
I think we have someone else too, don't we? Or no?
oh, do we?
What level is the Patreon support?
Oh,
Is it
oh,
any-
now he's
any
talking about
supporter?
tiers. I see.
Oh,
It's-
yeah, you're trying to
Wow.
Any
Well, no,
level
no.
Yeah,
no,
it's-
I'm just saying. I thought we had a lot of Patreon people.
Well, let me. I'm
It's
double
just
checking.
being
I'm just
basic.
double checking. Just real.
Yeah.
Relax.
I mean, they'll
Don't
know
do
too.
it.
In chat,
Do
they'll
you
know.
wanna go do it? Relax.
Aside from a custom mini, you don't get the cool bubbles inside. You can fill it with whatever you want. but you get one of these cool
Yeah,
glass potion bottles.
Danny
That's
Phantom
Patreon.
is a
Danny,
Phantom
right?
84 is a Patreon
Danny.
person. I forgot about
There you
that.
go.
Sorry, Danny.
Steph's got you, Danny.
Yeah.
Steph's got you.
Yeah, that's why I double
and
checked.
yeah, anyone that is a Patreon supporter
Can
use the let me do this keyword Patreon.
Yeah. So type in Patreon in the chat.
Oh.
Mason, don't forget to type in.
Is that spelled with 2 I's? Or what?
Oh my god. Well, stream ended. We're not having the giveaway. Sorry.
And we're done at episode 101.
Yep.
Gerbil's gonna.
All right, we got our 3 Patreon peeps.
I am so sorry. I don't understand why I did not. Let me try that again.
Okay.
We have okay. There we go. Awesome. Right, we have the Cheeser, Jamrini, and Danny Phantom.
Yes.
Okay. Patterson. Oh, wait. Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah, we're good, Steph.
Yep, we're good.
James Patterson?
All right.
Danny! Awesome.
Awesome.
So Danny,
Congrats.
you get a custom mini of your design, and also one of these lovely potion bottles. Color not included. You get to do that yourself. Make it whatever you want it to look like. But yeah, very nice little potion bottle. So congratulations, Danny. So yeah, so contact Dan either through Twitch, Discord, or Twitter. Let him know your contact info, and also a link to your mini, which on Hero Forge, which is colored, so or in colors. That way that they can he knows what to paint it, because they're hand painted. What? Okay, well that's all of our giveaways. What a wonderful 101 episodes. Oh no.
I cast Identify on every mini.
Oh wow.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and close up the episode since we have a lot of stuff. Let me go over things quick since we got some viewers here. We have a lot of awesome stuff here on Mad Bird Streams. Let me throw up our schedule. We have gaming, we have D&D. Let's see here. This is Monday, so tomorrow, it's Wednesday, we have Mad Indie Game Time at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And also, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday on the 18th of May, we have the Penumbra Assembly coming back. So that will be airing on the 18th of May at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That's on a Wednesday. We're having our Session 0 tomorrow, but it's not, on Wednesday of this week, but it's not streamed. But our episode 1 will be next Wednesday. So tune in for that. I'm super excited. I'm DMing that one. And out of this group, we got Frank and Dan, who are in that one as well. So we also have all kinds of other stuff on this channel. Thursdays are jam-packed with Drawing Dan, Paint by Minis, which is a mini painting program. Drawing Dan, I'm teaching Dan how to draw. That starts at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Paint by Minis is at 4. And then some weeks we have Squawks at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We have an art show on Friday called Mad Art with Steph at 4 p.m. Some D&D on Saturday with In Extremis at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And Sunday we got some Blender action, we got some gaming action, and some D&D action with Obsidian Scar at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. All kinds of stuff. If you haven't checked out our Discord, please do so. We also have our Patreon, which I think Nightbot's already shared out. So thank y'all so much. Dan, do we have someone that we're reading over to?
Our friends over at Dork Tales.
Okay, all right. And also don't forget that we have a fundraiser happening right now. That if you want to see the community's demand for me getting a Mothman tattoo come to life, come to fruition, please donate. And because we are raising funds until it happens, and then I'll show you the process of it happening. Maybe we'll go live. Who knows?
Oh gosh.
Oh, live stream! Live stream!
Okay. All right. Give a call in the chat, and we'll see you later. Bye.
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 Look,
Awesome.
I give what the people want. Okay.